Right, third quarter-final on Saturday night at Hull. New Zealand against Fiji. This one, for mine, again, it's very similar to Australia versus Lebanon. No disrespect to the Fijians, but I've got a very comfortable New Zealand win. Again, we saw a little bit on Friday. Michael Maguire, not happy. They've not really hit the stride yet, but again, it's quarter-final time. It's not group stage rugby league. This is knockout rugby league. It's sudden death. New Zealand will have the best 17 out, and I will be bold, and I think that this will be a blowout. New Zealand 52, Fiji 12. I think this will be a 40-point win for New Zealand.
Can you read out some of the team, Dan, so I don't forget?
Right, guys, just a quick one. I'm not going to do the Kiwis because, respectfully, so I think we all know where we are. But this is. I went to watch Fiji, and they went to Newcastle when they beat
Scotland.
No, it wasn't Scotland.
I saw them against Scotland at the weekend,
Italy.
and
so
they didn't convince me, sadly.
Right,
Fiji.
Well, I'm going to convince you.
Well, I'm saying by 40.
I'm going to convince you. So, and I thought they were brilliant, and I thought at times they just were still well within themselves. So I'll just give you a little win, and I'm not going to try and pronounce the names, Michael. You might be better in doing this than me.
I'm terrible.
I'll just give you the clubs, and we've got the fullback Penrith Panthers, Sydney Roosters, Kevin Garber, Sydney Roosters, Semi Valamar, Canberra Raiders, Saivo, Parramatta Eels. We've got Penrith Panthers, we've got Brandon Wake and Country Bulldogs, Tui Kamisia, Melbourne Storm. We've got Salford, another Penrith. We've got Sydney Roosters, Queensland. This is absolutely laid. And I did this the other day, and Matt Shaw, I'm going to give him a rap. I rang up, I said, Matt, there's two players I've wrote down, number 16, and there's another one, and I said, I really like him. And Matt Shaw sarcastically said, well done, Wayne Bennett. The winger plays for Melbourne or Camp. He's the top winger in NRL. And I went, you kidding? He goes, no. So I will laugh my head off saying, wow, this is the shock wave. And I'll sit here next week and take anything you say. This is going to be... These are going to go all out of a rake with you. This is going to be the kitchen sink. And I'll tell you what, there were two players who I thought stood out. There's the back rower for Penrith. Kikau.
Valamay Kikau.
Oh, he's sensational. You've got the hooker for Penrith who plays
Coruscant.
7. Correct. Mixed in, Mick. This is the sight I saw. This back three, 6'4" or so ever, calf are bigger than my thigh. I'm not kidding you. Every one of them were absolute monsters of people. I always worry about Fiji. They don't get a control of ball. So they don't put you in field position, if you know what that means, where you're wanting them to get the sets off. But the Penrith hooker actually were very good at half. You were all right. I think they'll keep it simple. It'll be size v size, and these will give Kiwis the game of the round, and it'll be down to 12 points. I think Kiwis will get there, but these will give them absolute hell. And I think they're waiting for it, and I think they'll explode against the Kiwis. The Fijian pride and that song, what they sing, they're like choir singers. This is their game, and I think they could put Fiji on the map. It's either going to be a shock like you've never seen it, it'll be tight.
I'm
full of that.
So I've gone for New Zealand by 40, and Craig's gone, no, it's not, it's going to be 12 or 10.
Well, I'm nicely in the middle. I'm going New Zealand 42, Fiji 10. You know, about a 30-point game, I'm thinking.
That's only 10 less
than
mine.
Yeah,
so
I'm certainly more your way. I love what Craig said about Fiji, but everything I've seen of the Kiwis is, I still don't think we've seen them at the best. I think the defence, when they turn it on, if they've got the team pinned up the other end, I think it's going to be so hard for Fiji to score many points. I think New Zealand will step it up another level, like the Aussies will. So yeah, I hope it is as close as Craig.
Well, the Kiwis haven't got a player who isn't in the NRL.
I think it'll be comfortable. I do think it'll be comfortable. So yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go New Zealand by roughly 30, and I think Fiji will struggle to score more than 2.
Yeah, I'm going with Craig Harrison. I'm going with my father. We've disagreed a lot over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
Over the last 20 years.
Can I just say, I hope you are right.
Today, I'm going with him. I've watched the Fiji squad against Australia. They got the field position. I think they did very well in field position. They showed attack. Aussies, phenomenal. I don't think Fiji's were similar to the Samoans where they kick out played. I think they played some of the more tired players. It's not an excuse because the Aussies obviously had tired players, but they could mix it up and they've got that much depth. I think New Zealand have looked phenomenal in field position. They've dominated in Ireland. I don't think Ireland come out of their own 20 maybe 5 times, and two of them were interceptions to score a try in field position. I think Ireland, that was their big struggle, and I think they're going to go toe for toe field position. And I'm going to go New Zealand score a game-winning try with 5 minutes to go. I'm going to go 12-6.
Wow.
No, 10-6 because they can't kick. 10-6 to New Zealand.
That is true.
Good comments here. There we go. Listen, Mick, we've got New Zealand beat Lebanon, and I watched the game. It were very, very. I thought at times Lebanon were in the game.
Yeah, they were.
And the score was 34-12.
Correct.
I've got Fiji to beat Lebanon.
Right.
I think that New
Just a
Zealand...
little on there, I've got Fiji to beat Lebanon.
I think New Zealand have kicked on since then and will kick on again. I think New Zealand are going up a gear. That's why I'm saying it's...
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Me and Mick are expecting more to come from New Zealand. With a more set team, they've been mixing it up a bit. I think we'll see their strongest team out, and I think we'll see why it's going to be,